Okay, here we have a classic. It's In Dreams by Roy Orbison. This is a pretty straightforward song. It's just a lot of chords, but it's interesting because it's a fun strumming pattern we got going on, and it kind of switches up to just a single strum intro to like a shuffle style strumming for the verses, and then there's kind of a little like cha-cha-cha part that comes in. But it's also interesting composition because there isn't really like a verse, chorus, verse, chorus. It's kind of just some verses and then some bridge parts, and it just kind of, he does this a lot with his songs where he just kind of winds through them. He doesn't really just have a basic structure like that. But we'll start it here with just the intro, and like I said, this is a straightforward. It's all just single strums, and then just holding throughout the measure, and it'll be starting on a C. Okay, so just a regular C, and we'll play them all in the open style here. Okay, so just basic C chord, one measure, then we go to A minor. Next measure is D minor. Then we do a G13, so this will be a bar chord. To A minor, F chord, G7, back to C. Okay, and now the first verse comes in, and like I said, this will be kind of a fun little shuffle strum pattern, and essentially it's going to go like 1 2 3 1 1 2. 1 2 3 1 1 2. 1 2 3 1 1 2. Okay, and once you get that strumming down, that's essentially the strumming pattern you just want to keep throughout the whole song until there's a little bridge part that comes in, but it's only for a little bit, and we'll get to that. So once you get to that 1 2 3 1 1 2, okay, it's going to start with the C chord. Okay, so you just strum it 1 2 3 1 1 2. Okay, and you're going to want to kind of just keep them like short sounding chords. Don't necessarily have to let them ring, especially on that last strum. Okay, and so that'll be 2 measures worth of that C. Alright, and then we switch to a D minor. Okay, G7. Back to C. Alright, and second verse comes in here. Same strum pattern as before, as noted. And this will be a C. Okay, 2 measures worth. Right, G7. Right, to F. And this will just be for 1 measure. To G7, 1 measure. And end with 2 measures of C. Okay, so all together for that. Alright, and continuing on with verse 2. Okay, we'll have a C for 2 measures. To a D7. 2 measures. C, 1 measure. Okay, and then here we're going to split a measure with a D minor to a G. And for this section, you can get away with just strumming each chord once. So 2 counts for the D minor, 2 counts for the G, to the next measure, which is split with a C for 2 counts, to a D minor for 2 counts, and then we end it with 2 measures worth of a G7. And you can go back to strumming the verse pattern with that G7. Okay, so put that together for you. Alright, now the bridge section, and this will be strummed just like the verse. But right in the middle of this here will come a couple of kind of break points where it'll be more of a cha-cha-cha style. Okay, so I'll show you that once we get there. But first it's going to be kind of a 3-chord progression here, run through twice. Okay, so it'll be a C, 1 measure, to F minor, 1 measure, back to C for 1 measure, okay, and then run through it one more time. Okay, so that's the C to F minor, back to the C. Okay, and then here come those cha-cha-cha parts. So it's going to be a C, and like I said, just 1, 2, 3. And you're going to want to do that twice. And then it resumes the normal style with the D minor. 2 measures. And then cha-cha-cha with the G7. Okay, twice. And then back to a C, a normal C for 2 measures. Okay, so we'll put it all together. Alright, now the outro, the ending here. Okay, so basic style, verse pattern. And once again, this will have a kind of 3-chord progression at the very beginning that gets done twice. And it'll be a C for 1 measure, to a F major, to a G7, 2 measures. Okay, and then once again, C, F, G7. Okay, now to C for 2 measures. To D7. D minor 7, 1 measure. G7, 1 measure. To C for 2 measures. Alright, all together. right, that was In Dreams by the one, the only Roy Orbison. Really iconic song, especially if you've seen the movie Blue Velvet. A pretty wild movie featuring that song. Hope you had some fun with it. I had a blast. Throw me a subscription, that'd be rad. And till next time, see you in your dreams.